Welcome, in front of me is a Realme 6 and today I'll show you a couple tweaks and tricks that I can do on this device. So we're going to begin with the dark mode, which will turn your device from this light mode into dark obviously, and you can simply toggle in there. So as you can see, there's a dark mode on here, and once you turn it on, everything turns into dark, and that all extends to, well, default apps that you have pre-installed on the device, although it will probably not extend to apps that you install yourself from like Play Store. The developer, I believe, needs to add that themselves, and if they didn't, then it will be in the mode that it basically comes in. Then next thing we're gonna go into is the display refresh rate. So if we go into settings and under display and brightness, you will have the screen refresh rate right here, and make sure that it's set to 90, which will give you a smoother experience, and basically more data will be displayed per second on the display, and when you're scrolling through it will seem a lot more smooth and just kind of like nice and faster in animation. So overall it changes how the device kind of feels like, and I personally really like the higher refresh rates. Then we're going to move into the screen pinning, which will allow you to pin a window so no one can leave an app if you, for instance, they want to look at your phone and you pin the app itself, right? So they will not be able to leave that app unless they know the pattern. So it's going to be, I believe, in fingerprint, no wait, not here, it looks like security, so it should be somewhere in here. There it is, screen pinning. So enable this and make also sure that you're lock the device when screen pinning is cancelled. Now if you don't have any kind of pattern pin password, it will prompt you to put one in. Again, that's the purpose of this, so it's more secure. So you can tap on here and change it to something else if you don't have anything set. I'm gonna go with a pattern. And now if I pin a window, which you do by just tapping on the three dots right here and checking the pin option, just pick a decent app for this, so do something like a browser as an example. So once you pin it, it will give you a message on how to unpin it, so just tap on OK, and it doesn't really matter. So as you can see, it's now pinned. I'm trying to go home, resend, go back, and it's not allowing me to do anything. And if I try to unpin it, and if I know how to unpin it, which is the recent and back button, it will automatically lock the device, and now I need to put in the pattern to unlock it. So just a secure way to let someone basically use your phone without them actually leaving the place that that you want them to be in. Then moving on, we're gonna go into the split screen, which simply enables split screen, so you can have two different apps open at the same time. And as example, YouTube is a fairly good option for this. So if you open it up first, now there's two ways of doing it. You can either go to recent and tap on the three or two dots right here and choose split screen, or a better way on here is just three fingers, slide up, open split screen, have the home screen on the below, and from here you can just simply choose whichever app you want to add to the split screen. So it can be almost any app, almost meaning not every app is supported, but for instance, if I open up something like Chrome, it will work. Although, just as an example, if I go back and open camera, I think, yeah, camera cancels the full screen. So some apps aren't necessarily supported in split screen. And if your app just kind of one of them closes and the other one goes into full screen, that means that the app that you have just opened is not supported. And from there, what else we got? So let's go also into the display. Actually, wait, no. So last thing that I'm going to show is the simple layout of the home screen. So again, it's in the home screen and wallpaper, and I have the home screen layout right here. So you can change it to have less apps, more apps in here, depending if you like it to be more spaced out and look a little bit cleaner. If you're not a fan of having just massive amounts of apps on your display and just have them in your app drawer in here, then probably having less of them here overall will look cleaner. And you can also kind of jam them into here. So as you can see, you have this panel on the side, which you can edit and add the different apps to it and shortcuts if you want some apps, just so you can have the cleanest looking experience on the home screen as an example. And a last thing that I'm going to show, if I can find it as just a bonus, is the gesture navigation. I believe there is one, although I haven't checked it, so it will be probably fun trying to find it. So let's see, there's screen off gestures, 3-finger screenshots, so not what I'm looking for. Let's try it. There we go, I think that's it. So as you can see, if you write gestures, you will have the swipe gestures from both sides, and when you enable that, you will have it right here. And then it gives you an animation on how to use it, so you can go back from either side. So that would, you can see there's a little, you have an arrow up here from the side, from either side you swipe. Then if you slide up and hold, it goes to resend. If you slide quickly up, it just closes the app. So just a nice way to even furthermore make the home screen look clean. And if you found any of these tweaks and tricks helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.